oh, sometimes an Orianna ball gets lost late into the game.
Yeah.
You really want to send them into the game with a very clear focus and
Watch out
having
for the
those
ball.
things, yes, being forefront in your mind. And I think they do a good job of it.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I actually got to play a few games with Zix about a month ago, and just sort of playing dynamic queue. He always had like a division for how we should play the game. What's the lane we're going to probably be focusing? Even with 3 randoms, he knew how the game should shake shape.
And that's why I really love this matchup, because Cloud9 are one of the teams that have high in there, one of the best at keeping their heads clear within the game, within those mid-game fights, where your coach can't really help you. Having that clear voice, having that focus, when we get to the stage of the game where trading objectives is so important. And I really like looking through these teams, and these are the 2 teams that play kind of that full court press style with constant pressure on all 3 lanes, trying to utilize every single tool at their disposal. A strong split pushing top laner, a Zerat portal, and global ultimates. Let's see which one of those tools each team's pick up, because Twisted Fate already off the board. That's one of the global tools. That's been very important.
Yeah.
Zerat portals, you can't really do anything about those in picks and bans.
Go back on live in 6.3 versus disabled. That's your option here. So first pick Lulu comes through for Cloud9. We don't see her all that often. Of course, you're seeing that ban rate in the mid-60s means, yeah, she's not on the table very often.
Gangplank is available, though. Balls had a massive Gangplank game. The crowd reminding us that Soraka's on the board.
Yeah,
these
aren't
really
playing later, guys.
Yeah. So High has played Soraka, and I think that's why they're chinning it, but they don't have to early pick that. The Lulu first pick is huge, as we know, very versatile first pick. Can not only go to multiple lanes, but also enable multiple types of team play.
Oh dear.
There it is!
Xmithie going for the second one in a row. The Udyr coming out there. Corki alongside, which is a flex between Huhi and Stixxay.
And that is definitely one pick that CLG were able to use very effectively in the full court press play style. Udyr is so good at split pushing. You get so tanky with the renewable turtle shield and so much AoE coming from Phoenix Stance. Clear a wave, pop down a Zerat portal, instantly move over somewhere else. Xmithie was also able to come up with that. Lucky, as he said, smite steal.
Yeah.
It was great play on his part, but also requires some mistimings on your enemies. But man, it takes some, just dead nerves. He was so cool in there, staying in the pit and then being able to get out afterwards, coming up with that big steal for his team to win the game.
And I want to see if Xmithie can replicate the success he had yesterday with Darshan, because yesterday he managed to beat Immortals by camping for Huhi.
I was like an Everest
right
base
over.
camp. Like, they put a lot of resources.
They did. And thankfully there was no avalanche. They all got out just fine, and they took down some opponents with them. But what a week for CLG. Immortals and C9 back-to-back, prepping for both teams. Phase 1 complete, you beat Immortals. Now C9 ahead of you, they certainly can do it. Ezreal picked up alongside a Bard here. CLG have most of the composition already.
And this is what I like to see when you're planning on playing one of these styles where you're trying to keep up pressure all across the map. You have multiple points where you're trying to out-rotate the enemy team, try and get to objectives first, sort of swindle them in those objective trades. It really helps to have long-range pick potential. Bard enables this so much. Not only can he move your team quickly through the jungle if you do get ahead to try and transition from one objective to the other, but also picking out people with tempered fate while they are trying to catch up to you is also huge. And they've got high mobility there with the package coming from Corki, plus Ezreal being a very mobile AD carry, adding that utility from the blue build, which is what I expect to come out of Stixxay.
All right, so we'll see what the last pick is for Counterlogic Gaming, as Cloud9 have picked up the Lee Sin trademark champion for Rush alongside this really successful LeBlanc from Jensen.
Yeah, Jensen, talk about picking people off. While they're moving between objectives. LeBlanc is definitely good at that. I like watching the LeBlanc into Corki matchups as well, just because it swings so heavily in the early game. Let's see if Huhi is able to shove Jensen under turret, work up that CS lead. Jensen will be looking for those kills. And the burst damage all ins.
Yeah, now
Huhi.
Kobe, is there any question CLG wants to split push this game?
I mean, so before the match, before even seeing any of the picks, I would say 95% they're going to do it.
Now they pick Jax.
Now I would say literally 100%.
Literally 100% chance that Counterlogic Gaming wants to split push with Darshan, who has picked up Jax in this game.
And it's not even just because the Jax. As soon as I saw the Udyr pick, as soon as you see Udyr, you're okay. Of course, he's going right. He's going to play the split push game.
Yeah.
He's going to become extremely tanky. You know, big AOE bursts can help out with wave clear. Ezreal long range wave clear as well.
Yeah.
It's very clear what they're going for. I think it was clear before coming into this. Now it's about execution, though.
Well, Counterlogic Gaming got what they wanted. The Udyr's in, the Jax is in. And let's see who it's going to be. You guys at home, and let us know which team has the better plan. Hashtag C9 win. Hashtag CLG win. Who is going to take control of second place in our match of the week here on Sunday in the North American LCS? Two of the best teams North America has ever seen. Right now tied for second. Cloud9 got them last time, but CLG just took down Immortals. Will they go 2-0? Let's go.
Almost said he thought I said, let's go Teemo there for a second. Got it stuck in my head, Phreak.
You're welcome.
All right, they fan out from the bases in standard defensive setup here. No vision being given over, but Aphromoo might cash in on some money here. Baby. You get 2 for that, because he's Bard.
Yep.
He's going to get that passive. Top lane as well. All right, classic Cloud9 game. We're scrapping already.
Oh, and Xmithie coming around the wings on a ball as well. A lot of damage on this Lulu. 100 health left. He's got to flash away. Rush taking damage as well. Still on fire thanks to the Phoenix stance.
Let me check here. 345 there for Xmithie to 325 on balls. I think what you go there here, if you had the confidence that there's nobody behind who you're chasing, CLG actually could have pressed for that first blood. Like, instead of going for that auto, you know, switching targets over there, after your last auto on Lulu, just immediately move behind her. If you continue to input direct movement commands right behind here, Xmithie can gain that distance and answer with his own flash. And if you have R coming back up off cooldown, a Phoenix burst, you can get that. Now, I can see why he didn't go for it. You wanted to take the easy advantage of the flash advantage, and there could be reinforcements from Cloud9 coming. You didn't want to overextend there, but the possibility was there to go for a greedy first blood play. CLG do not take it, though. See if they can capitalize on that flash they were able to take and the advantage that they have over balls in that long lane down bottom. Both junglers are starting on the bottom side, though. So might be a while before they visit down bottom.
Yeah, unless he goes in right away. It is still a flashless Lulu for a few minutes here up against Jax. And Darshan will, he's already got the stun, but he'll get Leap Strike next. Ooh!
But yeah.
Losing a lot of health already in this laning phase. C9 had pushed them off the Krugs early on. CLG had gotten the small one. Once again, damage on a high. Stun's going to land more. Harass CLG right away, taking it to C9. And Aphromoo now level 2 as well, makes it really hard to fight him. Just standing there, daring anyone to fight him. He outranges everyone on C9.
Presence in lane, as Aphromoo says.
He's got it. Yeah. And Ball's missing. Flash takes a chunk from Darshan, who counter-strikes in, lands the Q, feels good.
And I like what Xmithie's doing. Once again, he's camping bottom. Udyr, you don't even need red buff. You just need the stun from Bear Stance. So he clears this blue quadrant of the jungle. That will get you level 3, one ability in each, or 1 point in each ability that you need. Was he on that vision? I don't think he was.
Now the flash stun comes in on the ball, getting it away. Flash Bear Slap as well. The Phoenix stance, the auto attacks. One more will do it, and he won't commit. It was too risky.
Yep, that's where you do not commit for it. So, not committing in the level 1 cost them the first blood just because they were too scared, didn't have vision, didn't know if there were reinforcements. But right here, they aren't able to capitalize, and Ball survives. So he's able to actually now have a flash advantage if they're able to you know, keep track of that. However, the lane is pushing away from Balls, and he needs a lot of vision. Maybe even jungle support of his own to be able to get this wave back into the turret.
Now Darshan might have to stay under his turret. A flashless Jax is a gankable target. Ball's pink wards his Tri-Brush, Trinket wards the river. He will see Udyr coming with plenty of time to react here. Ball should be safe to push around for a little bit here. You're seeing Huhi trading blows with Jensen in this mid lane. Once you see the scoreboard again, we can see who's got the early minion lead here in that one as we check on the keystones. Normal stuff so far. Strength of Ages, obviously the standard on junglers now, and it is the smallest of leads for Jensen in that mid lane. Darshan, though, quite ahead on balls as well, though.
Yeah. That big gank, you know, when the wave is pushing away from balls, a lot of minions go down with the Cloud9 minions, you know, focus firing and pushing out. Did lose some extra lives, but Chain will proc.
Couple more autos, he's close to dead. Flash auto would have been in range, not in range to kill him, but if it had landed, he would have died. Huhi has to go back to base here.
And Jensen gains control of the lane. We've seen that backfire, you know, in even the Corki LeBlanc matchup, which I think it was GBM maybe versus Alex each, where GBM was able to win the all-in and then snowball off of that as the Corki. But Jensen, the upper hand, and he trades 2 summoners for 1. So Jensen will get to that level 6 on LeBlanc with the extra flash. Huhi has going to have to be very careful now.
Yep. They know Rush is around. They saw the Wolf Spirit start running down. They know the jungler's coming along, and so Darshan has to play a little bit farther back. But it's going to be a quick wave push. Xmithie can come in from the side. I don't think he was spotted. The stun will land on a Rush. Down to only 300 health, and here comes the Udyr. They've got to be real careful. Balls is out of mana. He gets to the top left, but he's got no summoners, and that's first blood yet again to Darshan by Xmithie's hand.
Yep, they're going to consciously sacrifice him because Rush had red buff. You can see that's why Balls moved up. Please take me. And they do take him. First blood for CLG. Xmithie, again, camping bottom, runs right through that ward and takes down the extra gold here for CLG. Let's see if they can snowball off of it. Now he's looking to help out this mid lane as Jensen's just about to go level 6, and they know Jensen wants to go offensive here with Corki only relying on Valkyrie in the mid lane. I guess that, oh man.
There you go. Who needs autos when you can cast spells?
Well, he's got level 6 now, so he can look for a big burst combo.
Jensen literally bodied the minions.
Tilted. How do you come back from something like that? All right. Did you see that, though? How scared Huhi is? He just Valkyried.
Stixxay's reflexes are insane. He arcane shifted in time for a flash pulverize. That is hard.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you see the Alistar moving up, there's a very small cost to immediately arcane shifting.
Yeah.
But yeah, taking the move as his cue rather than waiting to see a pulled flash come out. And Stixxay with a good play right there.
Attempted steal! Hey, he got it this time! Aphromoo with the blue buff steal over the wall. Magical journey away. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
The duo lane from CLG with back-to-back strong mechanical individual plays.
And that's actually a really nice respite for Huhi, who's thankfully got his Hex Drinker now, so he's a bit more survivable in this lane matchup. But blue buff LeBlanc is still incredibly hard to deal with. And now Huhi does not have to deal with that.
Yeah, so that's all good things for CLG. Their game plan of Darshan split push going swimmingly for them. Xmithie, once again, camped bottom, got him the extra first blood money, has also turned into a CS lead that's grown over time as well. So this Jax all-in threat onto Balls Lulu is very, very difficult for him to deal with, and they've actually switched him out of the lane here. C9 going with the duo lane bottom to try and keep this Jax down because Darshan quickly going to become a threat.
Yeah. He's already very scary. He's got Boots 1, he's got the Corrupting Potion alongside his Doran's Blade, and he's going towards that Rage Blade with the pickaxe. No, actually, it's Tiamat. He's going for a, maybe a Titanic Hydra build. Interesting. I have not seen a lot of Jax builds in the recent history.
I actually like that just because I always favor the more defensive builds. I like to go hybrid defense builds on almost all bruisers, and going Titanic Hydra on Jax gets you early health, which is good. His ultimate gives you those early resistances.
Yeah.
And it just allows you the survivability to get off more autos and stack up your extra damage.
Yeah, totally.
But, you know, in the all-in 1 versus 1, definitely is nice to have an early Rage Blade. We'll see, though, if he does go Titanic. Pretty sure he will.
Yep, there's the Ruby Crystal. Looks like that's the way he's going for this one. Now, C9 did initiate a bit of a swap. You said it was to hold down Jax. They also knocked down that bottom outer turret. They've also got map control over this Dragon side of the map. I generally think Dragon's worth a bit more than Rift Herald, so if they trade those neutrals, I think that's still advantage to C9 here. As CLG don't push any farther, the Dragon is being attempted here. By the way, did you know, I think you do, Kobe, if you deal damage, the Scuttle move speed turns off. You can see here with Sneaky. If he takes too long to swing again, he'll get the buff, and then it goes away when he autos. And if you can, recall inside of the little circle, because when recall ends, you have like that 1-2 seconds of move speed. You can get back from the map faster.
Yeah, if you have already purchased, you have quick fingers.
Yep.
Every tiny fraction of a second does help getting back out on the map.
Absolutely.
Time spent killing anything, whether it's minions, neutral monsters,
Yeah.
getting to position to ward.
Absolutely agree. Sometimes League is determined by these quarter-second advantages, just being there in time to land a skill shot, grab experience, who knows.
Yeah. I actually used to talk to people about practicing their purchasing mechanics, your shopping mechanics.
Yeah. I actually build custom item sets for all the roles I play. I just have rows of like the types of items I always buy, so I never have to search for anything. I think it's worth the effort.
Definitely. Getting key binding shortcuts down as well. Every little bit helps. Let's see if CLG, looks like they're right now sending 2 people up top to try and secure this wave for Darshan. Meanwhile, Jensen going aggressive once again on Huhi. Wasn't able to punish Huhi during the summoner advantage that he had over him.
Yeah.
So Huhi definitely happy that he's been able to stay here in CS, not get bursted down.
Oh, Balls spotted by the Tri-Brush Green Ward. Aphromoo forcing a flash on that one, so Balls, second time in this game he's had to flash defensively. Now the headbutt, the pulverize, then the combo onto Darshan, who pops the counter-strike and just runs away. Now, Xmithie,
yeah,
keeping the team safe. Huhi getting nothing out of it.
Rush coming in as well, so without Alistar ultimate, actually, there's not much threat of a dive.
Yeah.
CLG should be just fine here.
No one's tanky.
Yeah, even going for that dive there and burning that Alistar ultimate, a little bit questionable.
Yeah.
Not punished heavily, though. Just means maybe it's a missed opportunity, maybe not.
Unless Huhi gets jumped on before the ulti cooldown is back, he would die as a low health Alistar without an ulti. That's a tough cooldown to play around, but maybe CLG can do it. Dual lane staying on the other sides of the map now as now 2 outer turrets have been killed off by Counter Logic Gaming. C9 have yet to knock that top one down.
Lulu has no flash, remember. CLG looking to punish Balls.
He has the package. The wave's pushed in, he cuts off the retreat. There's nowhere for this Lulu to go. Pops the ulti, Rush comes in. Oh! He takes down Aphromoo. Balls can't dodge Rockets 1-for-1, but now Rush is in danger. Hides under his turret. Thanks to Spite Stone. Jumps away.
LeBlanc, though.
Jensen dodges, and there's not any mana on Stixxay. He pops the heal, and there's the re-engage. Jensen with the mechanical outplay, and now he's on to Huhi. Oh, but he trades it back. So now it's up to Rush. Huhi's out of mana. He ward up. Oh, holy crap! Dodges the rocket, and the fights continue. Xmithie gets the shield. Huhi headbutts away the stun. So Sneaky wins the fight. Darshan trades one back, but Balls TP'd in, and oh my God, C9 got 5.
Damn! Rush that flash down bottom in the 1v1. And Huhi as well. So good there, keeping his eye on the right LeBlanc, able to get the burst. Jensen initially had such good distortion moves as well. So much to highlight in those skirmishes. This is why people look forward to the Cloud9 CLG matchups.
Oh my God, that was an insane couple of fights there.
Didn't even get to see the setup for the top side skirmish. But what does that mean? What are we left with, Phreak? Let's pick up the scraps here. CLG,
a gold lead for CLG.
Still with the big gold lead and the big split pushing advantage for themselves. Look at this Lulu. It's sitting on almost no combat stats. Balls is going for the Rod of Ages. Will be a very delayed Lulu build here. Yes, it's more of a team fighting champion, but there is no one who can answer Darshan's split push. Once he finishes this Titanic Hydra item build here, but here goes Jensen.
A lot of damage. Rush shows up. He's got the damage, and he's got the kill. Rush and Jensen taking him out.
This Rush-Jensen combo, ever since they've been able to find synergy in the mid lane here, comboing really nicely in skirmishes on these champions that they like to pick here with the very aggressive Assassin plus Lee Sin pick here. Well executed. Oh, and Rush going ham!
By going in, he kicks back Aphromoo, and the Bard is dead. Another kill for C9. Rush is amazing.
What up now? Rush goes in for another one. Back-to-back plays here from Cloud9, and they're still behind in gold, but again, always throwing punches until they're knocked out.
Sheesh. I don't know why Rush picked the Acolyte Lee Sin. He's the master here.
All right, well, let's look at this again. He's got the confidence here. He knows Balls is going to be there. He actually is able to get just far enough. Aphromoo not able to connect on the Cosmic Binding. If that Cosmic Binding had hit, it would have stunned him out of range of Lulu, and I think he would have died there. So
absolutely agree.
Actually, just these just a small play right there. One ability missing determines a big swing here, and Cloud9 pretty much back even in gold. After these small skirmishes, they're able to play themselves out of that hole.
Cloud9 tying up the gold lead. They, of course, got that first dragon, but they are still down a turret. They were unable to knock Darshan's down when they'd switched up to the top lane. The 2-on-1 did not work out successfully. So C9 still playing from an objective deficit for now.
Might still need that slat, Phreak. This game is waking me up, though.
All right. Let me know. I'm ready, though. I'm winding up.
Now I'm kind of scared.
It's like a Donkey Kong punch.
Not too hard.
I just hit B and it's still going.
Well, as of right now, it's mostly vision down the line here. Both teams are going to have to be a little bit wary about venturing too deep as far as cross-map plays. Because as of right now, it's very difficult for them to get into the enemy jungle to get really deep vision. And it's all kind of river vision at the moment.
Yeah.
With the gold so even as well. It all comes down to outplaying. CLG, let's reiterate, they still want to play to this composition. You know it coming into the game, you know it in Champ Select, you still know it. Darshan has 2 kills on the Jax. His Titanic Hydra is completed. They're sending him off to split push. Xmithie is building up his tankiness in the jungle. Gonna try and get to the ability to also help out in the split push so that they can push all 3 lanes and get the pressure game going. Wow, the Bard enhanced CLG 3-man can try and make plays from the middle of the map. Yeah, he's not too strong right now. He just has magic resistance, so doesn't even have a lot of armor. Just trying to zone off Sneaky right now. Denies some gold from the Cloud9 AD carry. Cloud9 are going to answer, though, with some damage on mid. Darshan getting his split pushing done, though.
Yeah, Sneaky actually putting some damage back on Xmithie.
As I said, yeah.
Yeah. And he feels safe enough. Sneaky can make the mechanical outplays against the Udyr to keep out of range, but here comes the thwack that Darshan fans know all about. As he goes for the dive under the turret. Whoa!
Little early for that, bud.
Bit aggressive, and Balls once in. And now can he outplay Pix? He leaps, and Huhi goes down to the main side. Jensen gets the solo kill on top of Aphromoo.
All right, that's going to actually be pretty big for the mid lane. Cloud9 get outplays in mid and top to regain control of the map. Now you can see them push up all of the side waves. They actually really needed this in the mid game. Rush going for another play.
Oh, it's into the turret, rushed up! The magical journey, the stun into the wall, the Stixxay damage, and Rush has to run away from the turret. Gets away from True Shot Barrage. He says it's false. Damage comes into high. That was scary.
A couple of these times today where somebody kind of accidentally lets their leg step into the magical journey. Last game it was Stixxay on Kalista kiting back, actually accidentally hopped back through it, and Rush goes under the turret on this one.
Well, High's trying to be careful. He still has the ultimate, gets chunked to half, but he's going to be okay with the heals coming back through.
Rush being chunked out means CLG regain control of the minion waves here. So Cloud9's efforts of pushing up all 3 waves, because of that play, they immediately lose pressure on the map. Immediately, CLG are able to regain control, pick up the extra gold that was just pushed into them, and no objectives, no real meaningful damage on any of the turrets traded after that. So definitely counter plays here from both sides.
Okay, so just an equal game then. Counter Logic Gaming still with the exact same objective score we had not long ago. Dragon number 2 has not been threatened in quite a while, actually. It's been up for some time, and C9 have been unable to push, and CLG have been unwilling to really go for it here. So Cloud9 can still enjoy the benefits of having that little bit of extra stats. Stixxay has been pushed to the mid lane as he keeps stacking up towards that Muramana. He's not far away now. Huhi coming in from the side. Finds not much to do. Rush will ward hop away from Tempered Fate as he keeps fighting the Scuttle Crab, which is a bit aggressive. Kicks Aphromoo, but suddenly Xmithie out of nowhere. The stun lock comes through. Rush flashes over the wall, but there is still an Udyr coming, but it's enough to get him away.
Yeah, so I think what Rush was trying to do there is use that Q, take it, and then get into position to flash over the wall.
Yeah.
But it just put him right next to the wall to get Cosmic Binding by Aphromoo. And good stun there by Aphromoo. They are able to get a big chunk onto Rush once again. See what they can do with a slight HP advantage across the board. Is going to mean maybe the scuttle, at least for Xmithie. I don't think they'll go for Dragon, but they do have a lot of vision around that Dragon now. And CLG can definitely make a good case for it. Looks like they are going to start it up now. That one will go over pretty easily.
Yeah. Look at the vision that CLG has right now. So if you look at the red blips on the bottom side of the jungle, they see every possible entrance. C9 had no way in at all.
Yeah, and even though they're close right now, Cloud9 need to start forcing some fights here. They're looking a little bit more team fight oriented here with the Aegis completed on high. They do have the aura for themselves. Ball's Rod of Aegis is starting to stack up. Still has a while to go. But they really just want to get him into a group where they can utilize the synergy he has with the carries for the team. So they're grouping up right now, trying to force CLG before CLG can complete their Zerat portal on Xmithie and really turn the split pushing game into overdrive.
Well, this was a good setup by C9. They had sneaky top the entire time so that he could push this wave out, and then when CLG dedicated themselves to that Dragon on the bot side, he needed to turn up the tempo. The team showed up, and that turret did, in fact, go down. So Cloud9 and Counterlogic Gaming have now tied up their respective objective scores. Turrets now at 2-2, Dragons now at 1-1. Baron on the field, but not an easy objective to take. Darshan getting to steal away a red buff, though, with his split push prowess. Balls has somewhat caught up in minions, but is still very far behind his lane opponent.
The red buff actually gives him some extra kill pressure on Balls as well. Xmithie, though, double chain!
Stuns, 2 chains! It's a birthday song for C9 as they push in. They've got the kill on the jungler. They're pushing into the turret as well. Plenty of damage dealt there. CLG losing their jungler.
And Trick2G cries out as Xmithie goes down. See if Cloud9 can actually get the objective on the back of that. Rush is going for a kill. Actually, they're not looking for the turret. They're looking for the kill onto Darshan. Rush is going to try and collapse. It's a long lane, though, and this is a red buff 2-kill. Titanic Hydra completed, Jax. Everybody's on the way, though.
He's going to land the first half of the slow. He's got a Randwinds, pops that here. Then the E, a lot of slows, highs there, easy headbutt. The flash gets him away. Tempered Fate hits up Rush, still a flash down for Darshan. C9 walk away with a summoner lead.
Yeah, so they try and burn the flash off of the split pusher rather than getting the numbers advantage to try and whittle down mid lane turrets. Don't know if they actually would have been able to make that conversion on the mid lane turret, but the flash advantage is very real, and it might actually mean in the 1 versus 1 at a turret, it will dissuade Darshan from trying to dive Balls again. Last time it was definitely turned around on him. Just barely missing that interrupt right here.
Yeah.
Man, very intense game here as Xmithie's getting closer and closer to the Zerat. And we all know they just want to try and stick that in a side wave. Darshan push top, and the rest of CLG try and group, take advantage of the Corki poke.
Yeah.
Corki package actually going to come up in a bit as well.
Yeah. 2 poking, reasonably good wave clear marksman to hold the waves constantly. Darshan to keep pushing in the side waves. You can see he's got plenty of minions, 180. Definitely a sizable score, but it comes at a cost of their other laners a little bit. You're seeing that C9's mid and AD carry have more farm.
Yeah. Really the thing that I'm looking at is how hard it is for CLG to deal with Jensen on LeBlanc right now. They don't really have an instant way to lock him down. When Jensen goes aggressive with this LeBlanc poke, especially since he has Luden's Echoes now, it's a huge burst on whoever he's able to tag. It really comes down to, can Aphromoo land a very immediate Cosmic Binding?
But on what? He has to jump in front of a wall to do that.
Yeah, exactly. It has happened with Rush positioning him close to walls on that champion, but Jensen has not put himself into a position where it's easy.
Yeah.
The only other thing would be maybe a Flash Bear stance.
That'd be the only kind of play, and the 1 second stun, I don't know if it would be enough for CLG to kill him off. So
he
just
gets a summoner spell for himself
constantly.
right there.
Yeah, a chunk on Stixxay. His heal is down. He's got to probably go back to base. In fact, he's doing that now. We'll see if he goes Hex Shrinker. No, he's going towards Ruin King, so he won't be more durable against LeBlanc for a while.
Yeah, this kind of squad that CLG have set up right now is much better if the 4-man squad is ahead and has the advantage, able to see. Oh, here goes Jensen again, gets a chain. Just going to be some poke. That is the most tanky member.
Huhi takes a lot of damage, though. Gets a shield, has to pop his own ulti, and that's going to be a catch onto Sneaky. Here's the re-engage. They get the bear slap. They get the damage. He flashed the way and does stay alive. Now Huhi gets crushed. That's a flank by Darshan. Balls could be next. They got the stun up the wall, and a double kill for Darshan's Jax. Sets it up for CLG. They're right going in the mid lane.
Oh, Darshan was there way before Balls, and then Balls came in with a way... Uh-oh. Never mind. All right, it came with a really awkward flank there after the teleport from Balls. He just kind of ran by the whole team, ulted himself, and died. This is a huge push here for CLG. 2 turrets.
And they should be able to get it. Darshan puts up the, oh, okay. Rush trying to base some cooldowns. Jensen gets some poke. Oh! They caught Darshan with the kick! Rush made it happen! Xmithie could be next, takes the magical journey away. It's a turret, it's a 2-for-1. It's a flash engage, but they don't have the damage. And that's gonna be a kill picked up. The over-aggression, they did pick up Aphromoo, but they lost the mid laner. Now Huhi's on for Rush. The flash Q, he's gonna get it. Stixxay makes that, I believe, a 4-for-1 overall, or a 4-for-2, I should say. CLG catching right back up.
But CLG, because they were chunked out and they went for that chase, they're actually going to lose position on mid lane. Cloud9 can answer back and get the objective back in hand. That would bring it back to almost even gold here, Phreak.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Snapshot, 1,300 gold lead. That's going down to 300 here as that turret goes down.
The Jensen Rush God Squad here, the duo coming up with plays for the team. Instead of giving up 2 turrets with the okie doke here, they actually, in and out, are able to section off Darshan, blow him up, and then continue the chase here and allow the extra pressure to swing back in C9's favor, even though they both go down in this. They take out 2 members of CLG, plus the rest of the members have to burn flashes to chase this, and they're out of position to try and defend mid. So some outplays once again.
Yeah.
Able to get them back into the game. This one is so close though, as CLG are able to get the dragon in answer.
Well, CLG are ahead. They cleared the waves out. They've still got that monster Jax. And there's the dragon. 1,500 gold lead. Now dragon 2 to dragon 1. They're feeling good.
All right, now we have to lock into the split push game because CLG, they've struck back. After getting back out on the map, they claim the extra minions, large gold pile for them, as well as the dragon. And they definitely have the extra tools that we talked about. Strong split pushing solo laner. Darshan's on a 2-item power spike right now, plus the Zerat portal. So they pop the Zerat in one side, and then pressure with Darshan as well as the 4-man squad. And they leave it up to Cloud9. Can you outplay us? They make Cloud9 come up with a big play, or else you're just going to slowly lose advantage on the side lane. And Cloud9 are going to try and force that big play right now at Baron. Can Xmithie do it again?
Darshan has teleport. Xmithie's in the wing. Rush rarely misses smite. 3,000 health. There's the ulti on Baron. They're going to let Darshan TP in right now. Here's the play, and it's picked up by Rush, but it's a 5-on-5. Balls alive for now. Darshan in the middle of the pit, looks for the damage. There's the first kill on the Balls. Jensen's got to run away, and this could be a slaughter. CLG chasing down every single one of these kills. Rush is next up. That's a 4-for-1. Jensen, the only man alive. Plus 3 kills for Baron, just like last time, Kobe.
It's exactly how you want to execute. Even if you don't get the Baron steal, in the ensuing fight, you've made the other team tank Baron this early in the game. That's a significant amount of not only health off of their tanks, but also abilities used by Cloud9 to try and DPS Baron down. You forget about the abilities you have to use to get it that low. You're left with very few cooldowns in the ensuing team fight, and CLG, even though they don't get the kill, all you have to do is teleport in after taking the bottom turret. They got bottom turret, they get the cleanup on the fight, and they get another turret here from Cloud9. So it's definitely worth it for CLG. They play their map pressure hand, they play their split push game. Cloud9 fall inside the Baron pit. In order to come ahead, you would have to come out on top of this fight. But man, they focus down Balls. There's no Lulu left. Jensen's already chunked out of the fight, so Cloud9 have nothing left to try and get away with here. Did Jensen actually get out on his Baron-empowered recall?
Yes,
looks like he finished it. No Corki rocket interrupt. So the one thing Cloud9 do have going for them is that single Baron buff, but that's definitely not worth it for them. And CLG still will be relentless with their Zerat Darshan empowered split push.
Yeah, this is honestly looking like the makings of what CLG wanted their mid games to look like. 4-3-4, good enough scoreline for Darshan. He's got way more items than his opposing top laner. Even going for Ruin King for the chase power here. Xmithie, plenty of farm, 8 assists, that's fine. He's got this right, he's got tank items, he's gonna do well. Ma done on Huhi. MR now started for Stixxay, so they won't get one shot by Jensen anymore. All the elements are here for CLG to ride this game out.
Cloud9 are left with few options. They're trying to shove mid here as they send out balls in a pretty long lane to deal with Darshan. I don't know how he'll fare in that 1v1, but the 4-man squad is getting a little bit of damage under the turret.
Sneaky tries to poke what he can, but his build, it's so damage focused, he has no lifesteal, so that poke just pushes him out of these battles sometimes. You see his health bar down to 1,000. Jensen and Rush on the right-hand side. Xmithie continues to just pull aggression and let his AD
Look at this chase on bottom down here, though, by the way, on the opposite side. Balls is running deep.
I don't think Balls can kill him. Has to self-ult and run away from Darshan, who's now going to give some space. Kulin comes across, and he can get some damage to the backline. High can't quite land the pulverize combo, and Rush still wants in, flashes, kicks in Huhi, and that's the deletion onto the Corki. 5v4. Fight continues. High's ult will time out soon, but Counter Logic Gaming are running. Rush gets back in. He finds another combo. Jensen comes in for more damage. The headbutt pulverize onto Aphromoo means that Bard will die, and C9 found the fight they wanted. Oh, and another long-range shot by Jensen picks off 3 members of CLG.
Backs push against the walls, and Cloud9 come up with the 4-man outplays here. Darshan got the advantage on balls, taking down the Lulu ultimate, but uh-oh, here's Sneaky. Never mind. That's a Udyr. He's extremely tanky.
Oh yeah, Darshan does that much damage, but Balls led him around the map. There's the Q, it hits him. Now Rush has got to fight a fed Jax. Good luck, buddy. Good luck outplaying auto attacks, or having just buying time for Jensen to show up, trade the kill. That is a delayed ace for Cloud9. They will knock down top lane tier 2, and now it's C9 who are in control.
Corki coming back here. Can he surprise Sneaky? There's no package, so it's not going to be a Huhi. Okay, nobody's recalling there, so he's just fine. But yeah, they would need the package to try and capitalize on that one. Let's see, Baron coming back up. Long time. Whew. Gotta keep track. Where is the Zerat portal sitting? He's gonna have to get back out there.
He was placed top lane tier 2 and was killed off by C9 during the push. Was down for a while.
All right, well, let's take another look at the actual 4 versus 4 play here, because Huhi's flash there means that they know, Rush knows there's nothing that Huhi can do to avoid his insect play, is able to get it off, and then the Tempered Fate just landed tiny bit late there, doesn't really do anything, just delays them while the Alistar ult is on high anyway, and really it's the re-engage here from Rush and Jensen, followed by Sneaky and High to pick off the rest of CLG.
Luden's Echo Q.
And
ouch.
Man, yeah, that 4-man squad able to come up when it counts again for Cloud9. They're still behind though. CLG with the gold advantage, and CLG also with the dragon advantage. Looking at number 3 here.
If they can fight for it. Right now, Cloud9 holding wave control in the bot lane. Ezreal forced to hold that. Xmithie loses. Banshee's failing. Whoa, that's a double stun. Package comes in. Suddenly a fight. Huhi's low though. Takes a bunch of damage, and Xmithie down below 1,000. High can't quite land the CC, and Rush has to run. Stixxay got plenty of damage there.
That might have well been an equalizer from the level 16 Rumble. That package just did so much work for CLG.
Ezreal!
Cloud9 couldn't follow that up. And they do get the Dragon Steal, but that's going to leave positioning here for CLG to run straight up mid.
Stixxay nearly died from that. He's got 150 health left. He cannot be part of this fight.
Again, the answer for Jensen poke is not there for CLG. They do have the split pusher, but that's just the one in the 4-1 split push. The other important factor in that is the 4-man squad. And if you've got this LeBlanc constantly harassing someone down, taking them out of the fight, allowing Cloud9 to win the 4 versus 4 rather than the 1 versus 1 matchup, it doesn't matter if Darshan can, get a Lulu ultimate out of Balls as long as Balls is able to delay him.
Yeah.
The 4-man squad getting kills is doing it for Cloud9 and keeping them in this game.
And if you look at the top of the scoreboard, CLG are up 2.4 thousand gold. That is the gold lead of Darshan over Balls. If Balls just keeps Darshan running around chasing Lulu across the map, C9 are on equal gold income with more critical strike, meaning more teamfight damage.
Balls is fine with getting bloodied up and bruised eyes, and he's fine with Darshan just beating on him for a while. As long as you cling on while you're getting beaten on and just hold him there for a while.
You just pull a Muhammad Ali and just let him gas out fighting you for like 12 rounds until he just is too tired to fight you anymore.
Just take some hits until your bodyguard friend comes.
Yeah.
Help you out.
I suppose mixed metaphors now, but
yeah,
it's fine. Wake up, Kobe. Come on.
Ow. I did ask for it. Oh, High gets on!
Jukes it, pops the ulti, here comes the engage. Stixxay again, Arcane shifts out, but Rush comes in, and he gets Stixxay! Jesus, Rush, could you ever miss a skill shot? Takes him out, the AD carry's gone.
Rush Lee Sin, oh my god, this is saving Cloud9 right now, but Darshan Jax is saving CLG!
I think I've seen this before, Kobe, it's Darshan in the bottom lane fighting an inhibitor. 1 versus 2, but he gets a stun of the balls, gets a lot of damage on his face, and that will be a kill. The split push does not work.
That's gonna be Baron!
It's a 2 for 0, and yes,
Xmithie.
that means it's Baron time for C9.
Can Xmithie come up with a god steal? They do have Tempered Fate from Aphromoo to delay a little whiles.
High has headbutt. This shouldn't be possible if C9 plays it right.
Ball's looking to play in a...
Xmithie does not have flash. He cannot make it in anymore. He will not even try. Blue team takes Baron Nashor. C9 gets another one. 35 minutes in, they are in control.
My god. High, a little bit out of position, able to dodge skill shots, but pop his ultimate and immediately get something out of it. Even when he got caught, is able to get the arcane shift out of Stixxay, and then Rush with these crisp, clean follow-up. My goodness, this Lee Sin combo making the best out of a 3 versus 4 situation. The Q wasn't even on Stixxay, takes it over to Huhi, ward hops over, perfect angle, Sneaky gets the crits needed, and they come out with the outplay. 3 versus 4, Jensen wasn't even there, was in the jungle, and allows them to turn around Darshan's advantage.
Rush is so amazing with League of Legends.
I'm stunned. No, High is stunned. Here goes the turret, though. Snap out of it, Phreak. I'm slapping you.
I'm just watching art and zoning out at how good this is. Cloud9 pushing in, the flash, knockup, Tempered Fate saves for now, and High goes down. It's a 5v4. Xmithie is still alive. He's getting the shields, and CLG are back in with Darshan. He's looking for Jensen, but it's only the Cloud. There he gets the real one. Next up is Balls, and Darshan will not be stopped. The flash away, and Sneaky gets one, but he's traded back. However, 4 are dead from Cloud9.
And these are late game timers. These are 50 seconds plus on everyone. That last kill onto Darshan was crucial because CLG might have been able to run all the way through Cloud9 base if they had Darshan still up. Balls gets caught.
He's stunned and he's got to go nowhere.
They might still be able to do it. They
puts the shield up. He's running, but CLG are pushing mid with the other 2. Xmithie gets the ace.
Can they do it?
It's nothing. Double marksman with a minion wave. The respawn timers 15 to 20 seconds.
That'll be 2 inhibitors. No end. That'll be no end game. I think that's 2 inhibitors.
But
they back
2
off.
inhibs, and that is huge. That is so much map control for CLG. It will not overlap with Baron. That's going to respawn too late, but Dragon's going to be up at 115. Double inhibs, a lot of map control.
We need to go back to that team fight and look at the setup for that team fight, because that was such a huge swing from Cloud9 at the doorsteps, and CLG turning around. So High starts it off onto Xmithie, and the Tempered Fate delays everything. High's already dead, and the teleport came through from Darshan. What a huge pickup there onto Jensen, getting him out of the fight. And Rush was already tanking turret, trying to make a play on the outside, so a botched tower dive from Cloud9 throws a huge amount away, but Sneaky comes up with a giant crit there to probably save the game ender. That's the difference between Nexus and just 2 inhibs.
I definitely agree right there. Getting the kills, the high crit chance build, now a Bloodthirster in to keep himself a little bit healthier. Maybe Sneaky can make it work next time around here. 7, 2, and 3 on him. He is the team fight insurance. No magic pen on Balls means he doesn't really get through these frontliners of Darshan and Xmithie easily. He's there for the utility. He's working on it now, I assume, what that Blasting Wand is for. That will be a power spike in for Balls. Darshan, to check out on his build, by the way, has Trinity Force, Sterix, and now he's got the Hextech Gunblade for some nice lifesteal and Spellvamp. Yeah. He has a lot of health, a lot of damage.
Dragon comes up. Cloud9 will take it immediately to get number 3. And move speed is very important in this game.
And props to C9. They lost 2 inhibs, got the waves pushed out, and showed up the Dragon in time. But CLG deigned to take top lane here.
Yeah, I think so. CLG just placed their Zerat portal up top, so it is a stopper. It's gonna. There's no way that Cloud9 minions can push past this, but they're gonna push that lane anyway since mid inhibitor's already down. And since the Zerat is placed back up on that second rush at the corner, it won't get all the way into the turret, but close enough.
And wave clear.
Down
Round
bottom.
3. Ezreal misses most of everything.
Cloud9 have to come out with another big outplay here because Darshan is taking his toll down bottom.
Lots of supers. Thankfully, they have negative magic resist, so Jensen can clear this away and walk right back. Every time the top lane wave gets cleared, that's when Jensen comes down. He has 25 seconds to make that play and come back over. Doesn't get too many shots onto Stixxay. He can heal back up. I assume he has life steal by now. And a Maw. Rush comes in, pushing Bard away. Pink wards to be clear, but he's still got to respect Xmithie. Again, the attempted play. Xmithie going into the back lines, and Sneaky gonna get stopped for now. Can they go back in? Rush is dangerously low. He's been locked up, and Stixxay gets revenge on Rush. Now Sneaky is running for dear life, but Xmithie is so fast, pushing him down. They're into the base a little bit there. Super on that one. Darshan in the wings. Inhibitors going down.
Rush couldn't get his kick off there to try and capitalize on the chunk on Stixxay, and that is going to be it. CLG closing out the Nexus turrets.
2 for 0 in the fight. Now onto those turrets now to clear the game. It took 40 minutes. It took multiple back and forth team fights. This kills still 20 to 20. Sneaky tries to push back Huhi to survive 3v5. Can it even happen? The turrets are still taking damage. Ulti comes in. No damage found, but the turrets are dropping. Darshan gets the stun. Ball stays up. It's multiple kills for Huhi. Into the base they go. The valiant last stand for Sneaky is not enough. Despite the triple kill, the game goes to Counter Logic Gaming, and they control second place.
What an exciting battle there for the standalone second place of the North American LCS.
Wow.
CLG get their revenge and move up a spot on Cloud9. They take down Immortals and move right in behind Immortals in the number 2 spot. CLG with a 2-0 week, the toughest schedule that they have had. The 2 toughest teams that they have to face in the league. And they take them both down. Prepping for IEM, CLG.
Yep.
North America giving them a very good send-off for that international tournament.
Counter Logic
CLG gonna have a lot